All right, so here we are Monday morning, right here in the middle of the playground. There's quite a few trees marked right in this area amongst all this junk. And you know how landowners are with their prized junk. They don't want none of it touched. They don't want none of it hit. It's worth $1 million. T-post everywhere, so I'm sure there's probably wire everywhere. I'm not gonna have a lot of time invested in videoing this due to I'm just gonna have to have my A game, and I don't want to be flustered with trying to video, trying to find trees, and trying to keep myself alive with all his junk. So I don't know. I'm just trying to grasp all this and get an idea of how I want to start. Of course, I'm going to start at the bottom and work my way up, but there's just so many trees marked inside there, this junk, and mixed inside his junk, that just got me a nervous wreck. I'm going to get down here and get away from it, get it off my mind, and just slowly dabble up into it. I'm just going to run my game plan, stay busy. I'm going to try to get this sucker done today. There ain't no reason why I can't. It's going to be a stressful day, because right over here on the other side of this little outbuilding is a daggone power line that I hit last week. Forgot all about it, got complacent, forgot about the daggone power line. So now that remember is still active, now we're gonna and we got more timber heading towards the road. Great. See you all in a little bit. See, I'm trying to not cut anything unless I have to. Now this little white oak here is giving me a fit for the crown that I have in my white oak up here. Then I got a hickory here. The hickory actually looks better than the white oak, so I'm probably going to cut this white oak to give me a little bit extra relief to get this thing to lay down in there like I need it to. It needs to go that way and not that way, so I don't end up buying a daggone black Angus. It ain't going to be tall enough to hit his junk pile, and it shouldn't damage much more of the top as long as I get rid of this to give me some room to come through. Well, if you know, you know. What a Monday morning. Son of a buck. Alright, the only good thing about that saw getting hung in that tree was I needed to flip the bar anyways. But I got the white oak heading that way. It's still sky hung, but the hinge is cut out of it. And it's sitting on top of a plastic ski to help it really slide here in a minute. As long as it don't come backwards and attack me, I'll be okay. This one limb here has kind of got me concerned about grabbing a hold of this hickory and making this white oak do something funky on the way down, which is going to make it want to tear at the stump. So I'm going to weaken this side, my side of the hinge here in a minute whenever I do this. So if it wants to do that roll, it's not going to pull off of this side. It can spin off the other side on the stump. I found over time that whenever it does the spin on the stump, it always tears off of one side, not the other. And this side here, from where it wants to pull, I think is where it's going to want to tear. So bear with me and see what happens. Got you propped up on a dirt clod, so fingers crossed you don't fall over. I don't know if I got that on camera or not, but that did exactly what I figured it was going to do. I'll have to go back and watch the editor, but I watched it happen, but I don't know if I got it on video. This side here started to pry and twist like my knuckle is my hinge on this side because I bored the center out. It started to twist off the stump and head that direction. If I didn't cut that hinge out of there, what would have happened is tore a big sliver out of the side of the stump. Let's look and see what happened here. Didn't hurt that baby at all. I see that happen a lot. A lot of guys don't cut that sapwood and it'll tear that whole spur out and it'll stretch it up the side of that log. Some guy says it don't hurt. Hurts my pride more than anything if it don't hurt the log. But I leave a hunk right here. This is all the hinge what I had holding. This and a little bit right here, which that little bit tore off of the stump, not out of the log, and it didn't hurt it. But you gotta have this here as a door hinge for it to swing off of. And then everything else in between you want to mine out of there. I've learned that. See where it started to come off the side of the stump? It needed that extra. I should have knocked that spur off, but it didn't hurt nothing. Got my white oak down. I knocked a little tree down inside the danger zone there, but didn't hurt a thing up there in the canopy. Beautiful. Like I said, I'm not going to cut everything out from underneath of it to make it look pretty. I'll go back once it's all said and done and cut off what needs cut off, because I don't want to expose any more of his house than what we already are. But whew, it's going to take some patience today. I can already feel that coming.